Check, check, 1, 2, and 2. You got to do the check so you don't look like a fool. I learned that now. Smart guy. Smart guy over here. Smartest guy in the room. You want to be the dumbest guy in the room, I'll tell you that. You want to be the dumbest guy in the room whenever you're in the room. That means you're doing the right thing. See what I'm saying? As long as they're linear people. Want to make sure they're linear so you can control them really easily, you know. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you. The open-minded person will always have the control in the situation. Remember that. The open-minded person will always have the control in the situation. Let me say that again. The open-minded person will always have the control in the situation. Summer, could you bring me some water, baby girl? Summer, can you bring me some water? Thank you, kids. I'm babysitting right now as I'm live streaming. I got it under control. I've got it under control. All right? Just a couple 7-year-olds. I got this. I got this. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being a part of the live and calling yourself Crypto Livers. You're here with the Crypto Liver every single day. I go over Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, total to the entire market space. Multiple coins. We found TORUM yesterday as it boomed to the upside. We find new coins every single day. Yesterday we went over Cellframe, Rare, FTG, and TORUM. Brand new coins and PulsePad. 5 hot numbers that all did some amazing things. We're going to go over what we found yesterday and what happened, just so you can get excited for what we might find today. And that's why people come to the live stream, because you never know what you're going to learn here on this live stream. You're going to find out about new coins, new industries, new technology, quantum-resistant coins. You hear what I just said? Quantum-resistant coins. Like, are you hearing what I'm saying? This is real. This is the best show in all of cryptocurrency. Wow, with the mug, the doing damage mug? She even brought the mug. She knew it was up. Smart little girl. That's why she's my daughter, baby. Love you, Sammy. Love my daughter. She's my best friend, man. My best friend in the whole wide world. So I long Bitcoin right here at 64,300 because in my mind I was like, I'll show you why did I long Bitcoin. What made me obsessively compulsive long right there? I'll show you why. Well, the 1 hour, okay? So weird. It was coming further down. It almost like took me for a loop. Anyway, the 1 hour was pointing to the downside earlier today like that. But I saw the 15-minute was extremely low and wanted to push to the upside. So I felt there was going to be a surge. And by golly gee oh my, there was, and we got the push to the upside. Now, it didn't hold its level, came back down, but we're forming a higher low. What I want to see is when this 15-minute comes back down. See, the 15-minute's going to oscillate. I'm trying to teach you something. Pay attention. So look, the 15-minute's going to oscillate. Okay? The price is going to oscillate with it. What I want to see is when it oscillates, it's making higher highs. You see this? So you kind of project what you want to see before you see it. If it starts to play out, you begin to make a trade that you're kind of positioning yourself in. You begin to make the trade. So here's the idea. They understand people can find trend lines. The market makers, the alg. So they knew people made this trend line here. So they were like, if we act like we're going to break it out of the channel, we can get them to long again and then crush them out. They're trying to farm as many degenerates they can out of the leverage trading game. I'm telling you right now. Did I get hurt yesterday? No. I bought into EGLD at $20 and $30. I bought AVE at $60. I bought Atom at $3. Do you think? And those are the major holdings in my portfolio. And I bought Bitcoin at 3,000, 10,000, 22,000, 30,000. Do you think I batted in an eyelash yesterday? No. I just bought more Bitcoin. I just said, hey, it's a good time to buy some more BTC. So that's what I did. You know, and even if Bitcoin goes to 10K, one day it'll be $200,000, $400,000. I know this in my heart and soul because anything they keep printing will have nothing to stand against. It's like Bitcoin is the sharpest sword and all other currencies are the dullest blades in the world. It's just not going to happen. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just not going to happen. Like, you can stab me with your dull blade. It's just not going to cut me. I'll touch you once with my Bitcoin sword and you will be gushing blood. So my whole point is it's just not going to happen. If you're a mathematician, if you know your math, if you have an IQ above a donkey, then Bitcoin is an obvious choice to get into. I'm just saying, I don't know why people can't figure it out. I don't know what they're not understanding about supply and demand. It's 8-year-old math, I used to say. It's 8-year-old math. Put 5 M&Ms in your hand. Put 4 M&Ms in your hand. Ask a kid, how many, which one do you want? They're going to pick 5 M&Ms because there's more value there, right? Supply and demand. When there's more of something, and that's not, I mean, and it's also supply and demand. Like, kids understand. They keep printing the dollar to no end. To no end. And it gets worse. I'm telling you, every time they print more money, they owe money on the dollar. That's what people don't realize. They pay. It's like a VIG. There's a mafia printing that money, the Federal Reserve. You owe money to the mafia. Okay? Nothing's free, right? You took a loan, baby. It's time to pay the loan back, right? So we got to pay that loan back with interest, my friends. So every time we borrow more, what do you think happens to the loan? It gets worse. The interest gets higher. And every time we borrow more, it gets worse. You'll never get out of this debt. It's impossible. I've done the math. Like, anyone who says different is delusional and really doesn't understand Keynesian economics, basic economics, socialism, like any type of study any economic system in your life. And these things are obvious. So it's strange how the obvious things to a kid, like I was 28 years old when I finally figured this out. It took me about 4.5 years from 24 to 28 sitting there with the, monetary system. Once I figured all this out, I was like, you buy gold and silver. And then once Bitcoin came, I was like, you buy Bitcoin. Like, it was so obvious to me, right? And now I get to run a YouTube channel, don't have to go, with a boss telling me what to do, right? And can empower people to live their life. What a blessing. And that's the power of Bitcoin. The Bitcoin frees people. I'm not special. Bitcoin is literally a helicopter. I just grabbed onto the end of it and it pulled me right out. Anyone who grabs onto it will get pulled right out. I am not special. I am no different. Every single person that latched onto Bitcoin in the last 8 years has a far better life than they ever thought they imagined. I'm telling you right now. And that's the beauty of Bitcoin. Like, hands down. So anyway, look, Bitcoin's in a wedge here. See this? It's in a wedge right there like that. And that could get tight and pop to the upside. We'll see. Also double bottoming here. If that's a higher low than that, we could be making an uptrend. Also, you always want to see the bigger trend. And there's a bigger trend at play here. This one. Okay? And so far, we're holding trend. And that's fine. As long as we don't break that trend line, we're pretty legit. So all eyes on that as well. So it suggests that we're going to keep rocking and rolling. I mean, and look, this is swinging up. And this is swinging to the downside. It is a bit of hidden bullish divergence. Look. Swing to the upside. Swing. So we have hidden bullish. Right there. That's what's called hidden bullish divergence. If you didn't know, you know now. All right? You can't claim you don't know what it is now. Swing low. There's your low. The price comes back up. Makes another swing low. You connect the swings, this low to this low. You can go like that. And then you connect this swing, which is right here. And I could put a V line just to make sure we're spot on. And if this swings to the upside, but this swings to the downside, it tells me that the trend will continue to the upside. It just does. That's what it says. And 90% of the time, that's what happens. So I longed Bitcoin at 64,300, and I'm going for it. Number one, the 4 hour is in my favor, the big time frame, the big daddy, the big dog. And the last few times I longed Bitcoin on the 4 hour, 1, 2, 3 in a row, bang, bang, bagang, gang. And, look, 1, bang, 2, bang, 3, little mess, but eventually a bang, 4 bangs. You could say maybe not there, fine, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 out of 6 times it worked. It's a 90%, like that's a great probability, right? So I'm going to try the same thing again. And every time it's almost like I dip my foot in the water, all right, I dip my foot in the water. Like every single time it seems okay, I'm going to go for a swim. So by golly gee oh my, I'm going to go for a swim. I love the fear. I love when everybody's uneasy. I love when everything's bugging out. That's when I make the best trades. That's when I know it's the best time to trade. When everyone else is uneasy, when everyone else is freaking out, when everyone else doesn't really know what's going on, swoop, because the liquidity's there for my taking then. Like I can do what I need to do at that point because everyone's frozen. I just get to waltz around. It's almost like you pause the world and then you just like walk into the convenience store, buy whatever you like, do whatever you need. Once you play against the masses, once you change your brain to be contrarian and you can fight against the emotions of a normal person, right? You have the key to success. You, quote unquote, walk on water when it comes to trading. You're able to understand how they're making the masses. And at the same time, I believe that this could dump down to 20K tomorrow, and I could get stopped out in the next 5 minutes. I'm always ready to know or ready to see that exactly what I think is going to happen doesn't happen. I believe every trade I enter will go well, okay? I believe every single trade I enter will go well. But I'm always ready to be open-minded to the fact that I don't know what's going to happen, and that's the key to being a great trader. And no one is a great trader, but to live surviving as a trader until you decide not to trade. Trading is a constant movement, a constant effort, a constant motion of being in the zone of trading. You are always in the motion. You are always in the zone. You are never just not trading or trading. The second you decide you are not trading, you begin to lose money. You begin to lose focus. You are off now. You have to stay the course. You have to see it through. You have to make a plan. And every trade you're in, there has to be an end point and a beginning point. And it has to be written down, and you have to know what you're doing. And the second you just start throwing caution to the wind, fine, you may get lucky on a few bull runs, but you will never become a trader. Okay? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in to the Crypto Lifer. I've been trading for about 15 years on and off. The first 3 years were just dabbling, looking at things, throwing money here and there, no idea what I'm doing. But it was my first time buying things, stocks, assets, right? Then I started to trade gold and silver on the Toronto stock market. Started playing around with, and then I started playing an ETF, JNUG and JDust. And I got into the price of gold, and I started studying money, and I started understanding why you need gold and silver, and I got into commodities and all that fun stuff. And then I just got into a trading group, started learning the technical analysis, right? Got into Bitcoin in late 2016, started learning about Ethereum, met a guy in the street in 2015 who told me about Ethereum, showed me coin market cap. I started getting emails to buy Bitcoin at $300, $400, $500. And I didn't do it. And next thing you know, Bitcoin was $2,000, and I was so upset with myself. I was like, what is wrong with me? By then, I had understood the tech. I knew what was going on, and I knew I had missed the boat. I was so upset that I had missed Ethereum at $9, Bitcoin at $500, $360, when I knew it, and people were telling me to buy it, and I was getting good information. At that point, I decided to go all in and never question BTC again. So everyone is late at a different time. I was late at 2 Gs, right? Thank the heavens. You know, I wish I had been late at 300. It is what it is. I envy sometimes those people when I think back, like they have 400, 500 Bitcoins and they spent like $1,000, you know, even 2,005, anything below $5,000. And you're just like, wow, like hundreds of Bitcoins, like not a care in the world for the rest of the next 10 years, like life-changing generational wealth for you and your family type thing. Like, and you got it on the internet playing a game, playing poker or something, you know, like, Bitcoin fascinates me. We're all here together for more than just these charts, for more than just all the awesome things we're going to learn today and all the super chats and all the fun and all that craziness. This is life changing. The world is changing. We are part of the greatest wealth transfer in the history of the human race. I truly believe in the next 10 years, the world will be translated into a different world, a different place, a different dimension. Whoever begins this journey now is going, if you're getting into a company, if you're programming, I believe anyone who's connected to this space is going to do very well for themselves in many, many ways, just like the .com bubble. All you had to do was claim you were doing something in the .com bubble, do a little bit of this and that, get some equity in the company. People did very well for just being on the outside and dabbling. Businesses are going to need people to onboard that they don't know. You could create an onboarding business. Call yourself onboard to Bitcoin or whatever you want. Bitcoin to business to Bitcoin. You know, I think I might do the same. Send people and make sure people understand, hey, why aren't you using BitPay? Why are you paying credit card companies this many fees? How many fees do you spend a year? It's the easiest sell. Why aren't you taking Bitcoin? Oh, you know how many people? Let me show you a map of how many people have traded. Oh yeah, just having that sign. And just look, even if they save 10%, if 10% of their sales were converted to Bitcoin, they would save the fees of the credit cards in the back end, which is about 1.5. You're talking 15% right there if they convert 10% of their sales to BTC. So it's, you know what I'm saying? These are businesses that anyone can start. These are businesses that are growing. These are ideas. Anybody can get involved in the crypto space. There is a job for everyone. I'm telling you right now. So get excited, get involved, and get ready. The job you have right now will be nothing to the job you will have in the future. Mark my words. Get excited about cryptocurrency. So Bitcoin holding 64,760, and you know where I stand. The 4 hour is extremely oversold. I'm waiting for a reversal. I'm sitting pretty. I don't jump in on the candle. I wait for the candle. I hide out and make sure it works perfectly before, I want it to work perfectly. Doesn't always. You never know what's going to happen. Remember that. I also know what hidden bullish divergence is. I showed you now. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. It tells you that the trend will not go to the downside. 9 out of 10 times, the price will end up higher than it was before. We found this down here, and the same thing occurred. We ended up going to the upside. So over and over again, these things play out. I even talked about it here on the 4 hour. I did. I said, this is a swing up to a swing up here on these. And look, this doesn't. This swings to the downside. And that hidden bullish tells you that your trend will continue to the upside. And what happened? The trend continued. It says that the next high will be above this high. Whatever conjunction, whatever area you're in, like this is this part of this whole thing, you're going to end up right here. So this other one says we're going to end up right here. There may be some pain up and down. It's not perfect. There's head and shoulders on the way. There's ups and downs. But eventually, the hidden bullish divergence explains that this shall be. Why does it keep happening? I do not know. But this is something that I found to be true and that I teach to all my students. And once you lock it in, once you truly understand this technique, you could use it anywhere in the world, doing on anything. Truly. And you can be free. So I love technical analysis because it freed me. It gave me the ability to do whatever I need to do from anywhere in the world at any given moment in the world in a 24/7 market that never stops breathing, that always pumps, that always keeps it moving, like the heart of cryptocurrency. It just never stops. Isn't that amazing? Cryptocurrency never stops. Once you flip the switch to a blockchain, it's on forever. Isn't that amazing? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. 235 watchers. Can we get the likes up to the watchers? I would greatly appreciate it. Isn't that amazing? A little bit of preaching today, but there's days when I just feel empowered and I realize what we're really doing. UB2, Unibright TA, please, for the crypto lifers. Shout out to Tony Rubin up in the spot. Tony's got a great name. Shout out to Chad Smith, morning lifer, TA on OMG. Shout out to everyone here on the live, the most energetic, fast-moving crypto community in the world. Thank you all for coming on in. 16,000 subs and moving to 20K faster than fast. We're going to eat up to 100K subs. We're going to do it. No days off. No days off. Let's take a look at. So you can see where I stand with Bitcoin. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4 hour. Oversold on the low. Telling me we're going to have a reversal to the upside. It's only a matter of time. The 1 hour also just did the flip up, which I actually predicted. If you were one of my patrons, I went over the idea that this could flip. Why? And I showed you how I backtested this. And look, it only flips like 1 out of like 50 or 60 times. So I went back and I looked at all the times it flipped. And then I backtested the 15-minute on comparatively to it. And I found out that's when the 15-minute gets extended. So whenever they extend the 15-minute too much, the 1 hour can never keep going down as much. If that went over your head, I'm sure it might have to a lot of people. If it makes sense to you, it means you took the red pill and you're like deep diving. You're deep diving with the kid. So shout out to everyone here on the live. This is what I see happening here. Some call this a bull pennant, and I agree. We call a bear pennant. But it's weird. 9 out of 10 times Bitcoin breaks up out of the bear pennant. But this could be a measured move right down here to $61,100 or $60,100. So that's the bearish scenario. Always look at the bearish scenario. Always have a second opinion on yourself. Never be like, oh, it's all good every time. It's just going to do this and I'm going to win. It's all great. No. You have to be like, you know what? It may just not go the way it's supposed to go. My dad was an iron worker. Iron workers, let me show you. And he was a connector, meaning he was high in the sky connecting things. See if there's pictures of a connector like this. So this is what my dad was doing. He was grabbing the beam from the crane with another guy and setting it into place with a dummy bolt. A bolting up team would come up behind him and bolt up. He's the highest guy out there. He's grabbing this. If the wind comes, it can knock you right off and kill you. He saw so many insane things. My father is a hard man. I love my dad. So check it out. 60,150, okay, is the bearish measured move if we decide to break down out of this, okay? If not, we call this a rising wedge, a falling wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. And we give it a beautiful target. The target is right here at $71,600. Thoughts on KDA and XTM? Appreciate you being an amazing teacher, bro. Nothing but love for me. Thank you. Shout out to Birdman up in the spot for the 1999 super chat. You're the man, dude. Good afternoon, lifer and lifers. Could you check out Avalanche when you have the time? Shout out to Jordan Kazio. Appreciate you, Jordan. Thank you, or Jordan. Yeah, Jordan. Thank you for coming to the live stream. Appreciate you doing damage with the lifers. If you're a agid whale, you got to check out Hollow Ride, launching on Meyer Exchange. Registration on November 2nd. Exclusive pre-launch for Alger holders. Info on Benjamin McNew Twitter. VR for riders. No, I'm all about it. We're getting into Hollow Ride exclusively, definitely. There's no way I'm going to miss it. I hold a big old bag of EGLD for a long time, so there's no reason I'm going to miss it. Super chats. UBT, OMG, Avalanche, Kadena, and XTM. Thank you so much for the super chats. Altura loot boxes are live. We're going to take a look at the loot boxes. I'm curious to see. I don't even really know what they are. Sorry. Don't do it to me, Larry. Don't you do it to me. Don't you do that to me, Larry. Almost made me break down, brother. All right, let's take a look at the super chats. Shout out to everyone in the live. Let's take a look at UBT and OMG. Here's the measured move if we break up out of this. So we're either going to 7160. Funny, right? Bitcoin. We're going to 7160 or we're going to 60,115. Like 71,500, basically. Now, two levels to watch closely for Bitcoin. So here we go. Now, I'm longing. So you can tell where my intuition as a trader is telling me to go based off the 4-hour stochastics RSI, okay? They're my accurate nannies, man. They're my baby cakes. And, yeah. And so I wait. I go back to the 1 hour. I saw it was kind of it was going to, I predicted that it would do this flip. How did I do that? Based on the idea that the 15-minute was extremely, extremely oversold, and I put two and two together. Made sense to me. Then I kind of saw the movement, went earlier, found the pattern that I believe we're in, as much as it's kind of twisted and weird. And then I got some measured moves set up, and we're ready to rock. So here's my idea for BTC. As almost every single day here on the live stream, in the first 20 minutes, I go over Bitcoin in detail on bigger, smaller time frames and really break it down. If you're new to the channel, just jumping in, just to kind of put your hearts at ease and make you feel all cozy inside. Because you want to know who you're dealing with, right? Like, who is this guy that you're just following? Maybe you just clicked into the algo. Maybe you just found me. Maybe you have no idea what's going on. Follow me at Remote Chief on TradingView. That's me. And check it out. That's who I was before I was the crypto lifer. I was the Remote Chief. And check it out. And here I am on October 4th showing you a cup and handle with the idea that Bitcoin's going all the way up here to $69,000 and bam. I mean, target hit, perfectly done. October 4th, set in stone for all to see. TradingView has this. I can't manipulate it. You can't go back in time and do these things. Once you post it, it's out there. It's locked and loaded. So I stand by my ideas. I stand by what I teach. And you can see these thoughts and the technical analysis that I present. You can see how it plays out. You can see how a cup and handle hits the target, how it found the target. There's a reason why we got rejected here, because the algorithms love to play these zones. And that was the zone for the algorithm. And it's really nothing more or nothing less. So you're in good hands, is what I'm trying to tell you. If you're just jumping into the live, you're in great hands. And we're going to learn so much together, and we're going to take it day by day, step by step. And I'm going to be here every single day. So if you join my Patreon for a mere $99 a month, and this entire wealth creation and the crypto space changes your life, that you're going to pay for an educational journey like you've never had in your life, and you're going to learn so much. Also, it's about perseverance, about being positive every single day. I wake up every day with a smile and realize I am a blessed person to be alive. Breathe in the fresh air, say thank you. Shout out to all the veterans out there. Started my day saying thank you, walk into the bathroom. There's people out there that have been hit by a roadside bomb in another country. There's veterans that are hurt out there, people that are injured for what they did for our country. Hold on one second. I'm going to pause the music just for a second here. And I would like to break down a moment of silence for all the veterans out there. 15-second moment of silence, if we may. Please don't leave the channel just because of this. Be a part of this moment of silence. It will be great karma for you. Let's give a moment of silence to all the veterans out there that have risked their lives, that are still out there, or that have also passed away, for each and every one of us, including, not and all of them are special, but what just happened specifically in Afghanistan. A moment of silence for all the veterans, please. And may they all stay blessed. Amen. Thank you for each and every one of you for jumping in on that with me. I really appreciate it. Good karma, good feelings, good vibes, high vibrations for all of us. And shout out to all the veterans out here today. Okay, moving forward. So you see where I stand with BTC. I think we can move on from there. All right? We can move on from there. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. You got to check out Bitcoin dominance if you want to jump into the alt show. You got to see what dominance is doing. You know, you don't just buy altcoins. I personally don't. Unless I know what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. And we can see a beautiful thing that there was a nice bull pennant and it dropped right out of it. Made almost a bit of a Bart Simpson there. And the altcoins took back a little bit of the show. Said, no, we want to win here. But look, it's oversold again on that 4 hour. The 1 hour too as well. Telling you that Bitcoin's about to have a rally. Remember when I told you when Bitcoin dominance geared up? It was telling you that Bitcoin was gearing up for a big move. So the last time we said this, we were down here on the 4 hour, and look what happened. Bitcoin geared up for a giant move. So mark the words here that you've heard on the channel. And you can do this, backtest this yourself. Go through all the times the 4 hour was low. Put this up next to Bitcoin, and like this stuff is obvious. Everything I teach you, you can find out to be true in the charts on your very, very little, with your very little self. Or big self. Some of you guys are probably, some of you guys and girls, who knows, you guys could be 6'7", 6'10". We could have some ball players out here. But I'm just messing around. But what I'm saying is, all by, you know, what I'm saying is when you're all alone, like in the zone, you know, all by my little self, when I'm just kind of in the zone, right? And you backtest Bitcoin with Bitcoin dominance. You flip it to the 4 hour, right? You flip them both to the 4 hour and you'll see like, okay, when we were really low over here, extremely oversold, right here, right? And Bitcoin would kind of go sideways, go up. Eventually, when we had this massive move up, look, this massive move here for Bitcoin dominance, when dominance got low, and back here too. So dominance got real low right there, and sideways, and then boom. Bitcoin would just continue ripping. The low dominance, bang, and Bitcoin would pump to the upside. Now dominance drops, okay? And Bitcoin goes sideways. And now here we stand at the end of the line. And you can see Bitcoin pumped. And now it came down to a support region. It's also even just, it didn't even go down that far. Like, as far as I'm concerned, it's still doing what's called a retest. See, look at this. This was the pennant that we were dealing with. Cut off that one bottom one if you want. That's them just grabbing liquidity. And they just came down for a retest, bounced back up above support. Like SR flip, look, resistance. We went below it, came right back above it. That's an SR flip as well. So you're looking at a support and resistance flip so far. A giant candle wick that got bought out. The bigger the wick, the bigger the move to the upside usually. You know? There's a nice wick, we moved up. There's a little wick, we moved up. There's the biggest wick, and look at the size of that move. So there's some indications to me that Bitcoin's ready to go on a massive move to the upside based on the stochastic, just based on the TA. You know, I'm not a moon boy. Anything is possible. It could go to 10K tomorrow. Like, these aren't my own thoughts either. None of these are my own thoughts, just to be clear. Okay? This is just the technical analysis is suggesting to me. That's all. It's what the TA is suggesting. And nothing more, nothing less. You know? So there's another bullish idea there. See, that's why I just let my mind go and I get real creative with it, because there's so much going on if you let your mind just, you know, and that's why I love technical analysis. Keeps me limber, keeps me moving, keeps me going. So see, up, down, it's staying in the channel, broke on out, came back down to support, and look, there's your resistance, and it's bouncing off support and resistance too. So you got an SR flip, we got hidden bullish on the 1 hour, and we're oversold on the 4 hour, and we're getting that flip on the 1 hour. So now we could go up a little bit and dump again. Anything is possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not guaranteeing anything, and I'm not a financial advisor, and do your own due diligence. These are my own thoughts as a trader with the technical analysis. But that's a cup and handle, breaks out 68% of the time. That's a falling wedge, breaks out. That's a bull pennant, breaks out. So and that's a retest. All things that I've been taught and I've used in the past for an amazing move to the upside. So I like what I'm seeing here for BTC. And I'm staying in my long at 64,300, 100 area. And there you have it. So there's Bitcoin on the day. And if Bitcoin's bullish, then the rest of the market will do well as well. Bitcoin dominance does want to pump out those. So watch your alts. It's saying that later on today or by tomorrow, that 4 hours is going to kick in. We're going to see a massive move for Bitcoin to the upside. That's what it suggests. Will it happen? We never know. The probability is there. That's what the stochastics RSI tell us, that the probability is there. Okay. Let's get into the super chats. Thank you so much for all the love. Let's take a look at UBT, OMG, Avalanche, KDA, and XTM. Want to look at XTM because it just came out, right? It was the one we just looked at, TORUM. We knew it was going to drop here today on KuCoin. Came out at what, 48 cents, and then just would boom all the way for a quick 4X to $2. And then would tank back down, but not too bad, not too shabby. Look at it in a very smaller time frame, really, to kind of see what's going down. And so here we see that it's in a bit of a falling wedge. Even the 5 minute, you got to start setting some parameters for support and resistance. Doesn't hurt to pull a Fibonacci. There's questions in where to pull it from. I would pull it from here. The bottom here. Okay, so we're touching the 618 right there. Right there, we touch the 618. We could go up again, go to the golden pocket. Very oversold in the 5 minute. It's really all you have to go on. And you can actually try to find some hidden bullish here, which is starting to form. This is interesting as a group. I don't know if I've ever really found it on the 5 minute on a chart this early. Let's see if it plays out. The technical analysis says right now that there's a huge chance, like a 70% chance, that this is going to bounce. It's interesting. It's high risk. I don't know if I'm ready for the risk of this trade. I don't know if it's in my risk tolerance. It probably isn't. I like something with way more support and resistance that I can rely on. Like the next chart we're going to look at, OMG. But it's still exciting, though, and it's a gamble. This is high risk, high reward when a coin is brand new. But it is bouncing off the 618. The tech for this coin is amazing. We looked it up last night. We really liked it as a group. We found it together. I think during the screen share. I think we found it during the live stream yesterday or during the screen share. One of the two things. Just looking for news, I came up upon this thing, TORUM. Then once we looked at it, it looked pretty substantial. Found out it was coming out on KuCoin, and the rest is history. A lot of these coins are on PancakeSwap, and then we know they're going to go to KuCoin. It's kind of a shoo-in. Like, you get it on a smaller exchange, then it hits a bigger exchange. These are tactics and ideas that people use in cryptocurrency, right? Airdrops, exchange moves. Look for news on CoinMomo. Once you stack news with a good chart, 2 and 2 come together, and that's how magic happens. That's called strategy, in my humble opinion. So there you have it there. Swing up to swing up, swing down to swing down. Hidden bullish divergence occurring. Learn what divergence is. Get into the tutoring. I have tutoring every Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. It's a beginner's course. It's where we go off and show you all these indicators. Just get yourself tradingview.com. Get yourself a beginner, a trial for 30 days. There's a link in the description of my videos. It does help if you use those links. All the referral links below my videos help the channel. I don't talk about them ever really because I'm not about plugging, but you can get tutored here, book an appointment. We have a few things we're offering. We're having a beginner's crypto course, which is really a beginner to technical analysis. It's a beginning to technical analysis in cryptocurrency. I'm going to change the name to that just so people make it clear. It's only $100 for 2 hours. We're going to raise the price soon too. It's $100 for 2 hours. I go so in depth. We learn so much. Definitely take advantage of this. It's probably one of the lowest price courses out in the internet, and it's so in depth and I teach so much. Give you a PowerPoint with a 9-point checklist. Teach you what to look for, MACD, moving averages, every single thing you need to know. What the MACD is, the moving average, convergence to divergence. I teach you what the terms are. What a death cross is, what a golden cross, all the fun stuff. A MetaMask for DeFi for beginners. That's going to be tomorrow at 1 p.m. A MetaMask class, DeFi for beginners. But we're going to teach you everything you need to know about MetaMask, how to set it up, how to install multiple chains, how to interact with multiple chains, and all the other things that DeFi has to offer. Jump into that course. It's Saturday. It's tomorrow at 1 p.m. I'm telling you right now, for $125, it'll be the most inclusive MetaMask course you've ever got into. So just putting that out there. Those are the first two links. Then I have a Patreon if you'd like to join that for $99 a month. A Telegram, a free Telegram, so you can kind of get in with the lifers, become a lifer, and then if you want to get closer, join the Patreon. Twitter, merchandise. No one realizes I do have some merchandise. And I am on TikTok. Follow me on TikTok. We're putting videos out on TikTok every single day, me and the team, and we're moving forward at the speed of light. So follow me on TikTok. I'd greatly appreciate it. At the Crypto Lifer, putting out videos every single day here. Banging on them. 3,000 views, 900 views, 1,300 views, 7,000 views. One video I did about the moon cycle got 120,000 views. 120,000. Unbelievable. That's my payday right there on TikTok. So follow me on TikTok at the Crypto Lifer. 12,000 followers and moving. I'd greatly appreciate it. And so there. And then you could join Coinbase, Binance US, or Binance.com for non-US. There's also a Binance US. There's KuCoin. There's BolsaDex, TradingView, 3 Commas, Brave Browser, BioLedger Nano X, NordVPN. All of these help the channel. All of these help the channel. Thank you so much for letting me plug, and let me get back to work. And I apologize for wasting your time for plugging my services. If you would render me that moment, I'd appreciate it. I am a businessman. Thank you for letting me do that business. It's a give and take, right? I give you all this amazing value, and I plug myself here and there. So check it out. There's the measured move to 280 on TORUM. So that's what we're looking at. It'll be interesting to see what happens. You know what? We can publish this idea. Let's publish it. Put it out there for all to see. Fib level. Hidden bullish divergence. 618. All that fun stuff. And there you go. It just set out there now. I love it. It's timed and stamped, and then we can go back to it like a month from now and check it out. I love that. That's another thing I love about TA. Just like setting the and seeing what happens. You set enough of those and you check on yourself, and that's how you tell yourself, hey, I think I might be onto something. Like, this has happened many, many times before in the past. So there's XTM. Let's take a look at KDA or UBT, the first super chat of the night. Unibright. Put it on the radar, man. Giving it to us. Unibright on Bittrex. We already did some TA on it yesterday. Let's see how that is looking. So I remember you asked about Unibright yesterday, keeping up with the times. Appreciate that. So Unibright, formed this big channel. Let's take a look at it on the daily time frame. Now on the daily time frame, it's still sitting pretty. Nothing has changed for Unibright. And, you know, it's touching the 200-day moving average on the daily. That's usually a good sign that it did bottom. Look, double bottom there for Unibright. Momentum. Same thing going on here. Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily time frame. Tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. UBT has a big target up there. Sitting at 561. 562 area. There you have it. Unibright. Nothing has really changed. Go to the 3-day as well. How does the 3-day look? 3-day is sitting pretty ready to rock. I use the 3-day when I'm in a big bull market and things are moving with a lot of momentum. I start swinging trades on the 3-day chart. I found it to be a beautiful chart that I really like. The 3-day chart. Okay? So use the 3-day chart. Use the 3-day. Use the 3-day. Look at that. You see that? How it has a hidden rainbow in it of ultraviolet essence? That's called labradorite. Teach yourself. Get yourself some labradorite today. Enhance the hidden meaning behind things. Look at the hidden, like someone just sees it as a blank rock, and then once the light hits it right, it reveals itself as being like a golden essence of light. Like it's just, but you gotta find it. You never know exactly where it's gonna be. Like there, oh, there it is. Craziness, labradorite, beautiful stone. And someone actually gave me labradorite, Phoenix, and he gave me this beautiful pennant. I was showing it, and I wear it now all the time. Appreciate that, man. Phoenix Soul, all the way from Hawaii, dude. One of the lifers sent it to the P.O. box, man. Unbelievable. UBT, looking absolutely beautiful to me. Nothing has changed. The 3-day chart looking scrumptious. Learn how to use the 3-day chart. Expand your mind to a very large time frame. Ride the 3-day from the bottom to the top on the stochastics RSI. Beautiful stochastics RSI. Absolutely love it. Backtest these theories. Go over them over and over again. Backtest these theories. You'll find them to be true. Everything in the charts is here for you. There's so, look at all the past. Look at the 3-day last time if you long here. Bam. Don't sleep on the 3-day chart. Deep insight from a trader. Diaries of a crypto addict. The life of a crypto trader. Not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor or an investment advisor by any means. I will never take hold of your portfolio. I will never ask you for any money. Also, everyone, there's scammers out there pretending to be me all the time. There's people out there impersonating everyone in the crypto space. It's horrible. What will happen is you'll join my group and they'll send you a fake message. Hey, thanks for joining the group. I don't do that. You will never get a message. If we do message you, it's through cryptolifers@gmail. It's through an email, and that will be it. We're never going to be messaging you or DMing you first. You would DM us, ask us a question, but we will never DM you first and say, hey, thanks for joining. There's some other stuff we have too if you want to do this or that. We don't do that. If someone's doing that, tell the group immediately. Let us know. We can report it to Telegram, get it squared away, and get it taken care of. So please, I will never message you first. Please, I have to put that out there. UBT looking absolutely scrumptious. Let's get into the fun now. We've taken care of all the other stuff. UBT looking scrumptious. XTM looking fun. Let's take a look at KDA. OMG and Avalanche. We'll take a look at OMG as well. Chad threw OMG out there at the beginning. Let's take a look at OMG. Wow, banging again. So people want this airdrop. It didn't get sold off into the airdrop. The airdrop's tomorrow. Usually there's a sell-off before the airdrop. I'm very surprised that there wasn't. Interesting. I already rolled this up to 18. From 13 to 18, sold it. A nice entry back in, though, was at 14. And it pumped again to 19. A nice little come up. And it did break out of the channel exactly as we looked at it. And it's moving to the upside. Target for OMG is sitting there on the measured move at 24. The only thing about it is this, they get this DOBA free airdrop tomorrow for holding OMG. And there's usually a sell-off with an airdrop, but you never know. You never know. The TA says no way. OMG looking very nice. Oversold on that 1 hour, though. Look for it to probably kind of heal a little bit, slow down Also getting oversold on the 4 hour as well. But what a massive move for OMG. Look at it on the 3-day, like I was saying, that's just getting started. You ride that 3-day, 3 days telling you you're going to get to the target. So the bigger the time frame, the bigger the payday, the bigger the patience needed to get down though. And it's not going to be that easy, right? A lot of people do not have the patience to get the payday. I'm telling you right now. Live on ramen noodles, you know, move into a studio apartment, sell your clothes, sell your car, sell your life, right? Downsize, you know, and just hodl your butt off until you can go into something better. That's what I did in basically in a nutshell, and it paid off eventually. So suffer for maybe, 5 to 10 years to live a wealthy life for 50 years. Most people won't do that. Most people won't put in the 10 years. I did, and I still will in a way, because I'm still very frugal, despite not, I still know that my dad was up on the iron, risking his life for me. So you can see where I come from. No jokes aside, like, you can see where I come from. It's not a joke. Like, the fact that you come to my live stream is very, very awesome, and I take it very seriously, and I don't want to waste your time. That's not a joke as well. So I'm trying to teach at all times so we all understand what's going on here. Let's take a look at OMG. We looked at OMG. Let's take a look at Avalanche and KDA. KDA, actually, because it's on my mind, and everybody wants to know where is it going, and it just continues to rip. Just won't stop, can't stop, and we have it here about to fly. The TA is spot on, and we're really good at finding it here on the channel. So there's an ascending triangle. It broke out, did a retest, coming down for the retest on the 1 hour. Retest is usually the safest, most beautiful place. If the 4 hours low, then it's a shoo-in. 4 hours high. So that actually has to come on down. It's interesting. We could actually swing it into a bit of a falling wedge. There's also a bit of bearish divergence forming. Let me show you what I mean. So this wants to come to the downside. Does it not? All right. You can see the hidden bullish did play out. See? Swing up to swing up. Swing down to swing down. And you can see how what I've been showing you on the other coins, and it tells you that, look, you put a circle here. Even to the highest point, the coin's going to end up higher than the previous high. This is what you want to learn. This is, if you can figure this out and get to know it, and then create a physiological connection between seeing this and making money, that's the key. Too many people know how to find it, but they don't know how to put their money with it. They don't know how to make the move. They don't know how to use it to their advantage, and that's the key. That is the key. So, Cadena, easily going up 87%, but it is in a rising wedge with a 68% chance of a break to the downside. This is a bearish pattern. If it breaks out, though, it'll break out parabolic. Thing is, the 4 hour is getting overbought, suggesting that we may pop, come back down, and take a bit of a dump. It has gone on a bit of a tear, and it probably needs to cool off. The 21-day moving average, though, isn't too far away, suggesting that it could continue to pump. Right? And there's definitely, people are fiending for this thing. There's a FOMO going on for it like you wouldn't believe. People are calling it the next Bitcoin, as fast as Solana, all this other. It's been getting rave reviews. It kind of scares me with all the decentralized people behind it, or centralized people. I feel like I'm buying Google coin or something, you know what I'm saying? But, and I have good instincts, man. The last time I said coin was, remember, I didn't even research it much. I said Squid Games, bad news, bad vibes. I don't want to get any, and next thing you know, it was like the biggest rug pull in history. And I didn't even, I just had a bad vibe. I was like, I don't have a good, it's got to give me a bad vibe. Vibes are important. I'm not saying I don't trade on vibes. I use technical analysis, but when I'm feeling out the fundamental analysis, when I'm sniffing out a company, I'm looking at some vibes for sure. I'm trying to feel out, and that's why I love Nervos. I met the whole team, and I love the vibe. And I just want to put that out there. Good group of people. We're doing an AMA, or basically an interview with the Nervos team. One of the founders and like the heads of Nervos, Matt, He's going to be on the show next week. I think we agreed to Monday. So I'll have to look at my notes and I'll put it out there officially. But yeah, Monday at about 2 p.m. Let me just double check. I'm going to be interviewing the Nervos team. You know, one of the representatives of Nervos. Really good guy. Amazing dude. Met him at an event in New York City. Met the whole Nervos team. Really, really liked what they were up to. Really liked what they were doing. And I think they got so much to say, and I definitely want to put them out there. Yeah, so we're looking at Tuesday at 2 p.m. New York City time next week. Look out for an interview live on the channel with Nervos. So write that down, put it out there, ask any question you want to the Nervos team. You know, we're going to be out there with the open chat, live streaming like we always do. So jump on into that, and that will actually spur hopefully more people to come onto the channel, more projects to come onto the channel. We're going to expand this. As much as I love TA and I'm going to do live stream, and I'm never going to stop the live, I want this channel to become a network of sorts for cryptocurrency. Reach out to me if you also have an idea for a show that maybe you want to run on my channel. Maybe you want to do a segment on Tuesdays. Maybe you'll shoot it, edit it yourself, and we'll add it to the channel as content. Maybe you want to ride with the Crypto Lifer. Let me know. That's something I'm open to and I would definitely think about. So jump on in, become part of the team. We're moving at the speed of light, and I just want to share it with everybody else that wants to move with me at the speed of light. So come on in, become a lifer, become a contributor, become part of the team. I appreciate each and every one of you for being here. And thank you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers. We do have a very high quality. Don't bring me that baloney, though. Don't be shooting some iPhone nonsense with some whack mic and say, hey, I want to be part of the team. It does not work like that. It's high professionalism, high end. You got to make it work. You know what I'm saying? But we are there. And if you got a cool idea, you got something to contribute, I definitely want to hear what you have to say. OMG, Avalanche. Let's take a look at AVAX. AVAX target up there, even higher. Right there, though, I see it going up to 108. And we've been talking about this for a while, up to 108 here for AVAX. Little 24% gimme. Does it come back down? Let's take a look at the 1 hour. It is kind of pushing down, makes a right shoulder. Wouldn't be surprised if it came and touched the bottom of the channel one more time and touched the 200-day moving average. Possibly. 4 hours moving to the upside, though. The 4 hour on all these coins really wants to rip. So that's your indication. Things are going well. Take a look at the 3-day as well. I want to see a bigger time frame. See the 3-day. See when it started down here? 3-day gave you the $50 AVAX, and then it's going to make it all the way up to the $100 and do the double up. So see, the 3-day really gives you the move. The 3-day here gave you the bottoms down here. When the 3-day was low, it told you AVAX, right? So around, what, $9? And then it would get, and then when the 3-day got exhausted, it would get you somewhere up in here to the $5, and you could always switch to the daily at that point too, and then ride a daily one more time, right up to the upside. See, then you would play this daily falling wedge, and then bang. See, oversold in the daily. The daily's a beautiful time frame to play too as well. It gives you very nice moves, you know, but it takes time. Look at this daily. If you get into the daily, it would have taken 32 days, right? A lot of people don't want to wait a month to make a bank. 19 days. Sometimes it takes 5 days. It depends. You never know. But I love the daily time frame. The bigger, the better. The more patience, the more payday. AVAX looking very, very sweet. Wants to go all the way up to the target there at 109. Daily does need to come down and reset and touch. It could have a little more of a retracement before it pumps even more, though. Remember, that daily is not 100% in the favor. Good afternoon, Lifer and Lifers. Could you check out Avalanche when you have time? Thank you very much. Okay, let's take a look at another chat here. Holoride. If you're an EGL whale, you got to check out Holoride. Launching on Meyer Exchange. Registration ends November 22nd. Exclusive pre-launch EGLD holders. Info on Benjamin McHugh's Twitter. VR for riders. Also follow me on Twitter. I'll say the same thing. Follow my Twitter instead. Hero Meta Hero. P.S. What's up, Gina? Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Mana about to break out. Let's take a look at Mana. Super Chats, UB, AVAX, KDA, EGLD, and Hedge. Let me make sure I didn't miss any of the beginner ones. There's one last one in my mind. Hedge. We'll take a look at Hedge. Thank you for putting that on the radar. We'll take a look at EGLD. Amir Rahavs. Hey, Sam, can you please take a look at EGLD? and show some of your art on it. Bless you, man. I will go over some art on I'll draw some art on EGLD. Shout out to Mike the Mistake. Man, you're such an inspiration to me. I will walk in the depths of hell with you in this crypto world. The plan you had for your business is genius. Your friend, Mike J. Shout out to Mike the Mistake. Appreciate you, Mike. You were never a mistake. You're the greatest thing that ever happened to the channel. Love you, Mike. Thank you for coming here to the live. $20 super chat from Mike the Mistake. You're the man, dude. You're the man, dude. Let me read that again. Sam, you're such an inspiration to me. I will walk in the depths of hell with you in this crypto world. The plan you had for your business is genius. Your friend, Mike J. Thank you so much, Mike. You're going to bring tears to my eyes. I appreciate you so much, and I appreciate each and every one of you to come to the channel. Birdman with the $19.99 super chat. You're the man, dude. Appreciate you, Birdman. Shout out to you throwing it down. $20 for the lifer. You're the man, dude. Jordan, $4.99 for the lifer. Thank you so much to the super chats. Appreciate each and every one of you. Tony Rubin for the lifer. Throwing me 20 secs for UBT. You're the man, Tony. Thank you for getting it started. A little bit goes a long way. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for every one of you for being here. And check out Hedge from Gregory Smallwood. Shout out to Gregory Smallwood. It's hard to say that with a straight face. CoinDocs is said to list SHIB Friday. Is SHIB Day. SHIB Day from Tory McFarland. Shout out to McFarland up in the spot. Appreciate you, Mickey. Thank you for coming on into the live stream. Super chats, UBT, EGLD, Hedge, and Shiba. So we did UBT. So we have to do EGLD, Hedge, and Shiba. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself Crypto Lifers. I love each and every one of you and thank you for being here. What a great day to be alive. Don't remember, Bitcoin was just at 40K about a month and a half ago. We are in such a beautiful place. Times are moving and things are going well. We're on our way to Thanksgiving. We're on our way to Christmas. And it's such a beautiful year and a beautiful time to be alive. So shout out to all you here. Thank you. Thank you so much for each and every one of you for calling yourself Crypto Lifers and sharing your most precious asset with me. And that is your time. Your time. Let's take a look at EGLD, which how could it not pump with the HoloRide news? People are going to jump into EGLD to buy HoloRide, are they not? And so that's why we positioned ourselves here in this cup and handle EGLD at about $2.45. Me? I was buying EGLD at $20. Yeah, I had to 16x my money with it. Just had to do it. It was hard though because it went up to this height in April or May. I was hitting a high point and then it would dump all the way back down. I would watch it just. I'll tell you, the power of patience will always give you an amazing result. Shout out to Jim Caulfield. Thoughts on Sombra Network? That's awesome. That's a deep dive for the $10. And now we get to deep dive into Sombra. And look at Gina. Right when it comes out, she's like that's lifer speed right there. I get a super chat for 10, and she nails it out with the alert system and the super chats. My team, so smart. All the alerts that you. Now I know exactly where to go, exactly what to do. Because of you, the show is better now. Because of you helping me, I'm able to help more people. I'm able to look at more charts. I'm able to look at more things and have fun as a group. I'm able to draw more art. I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for this amazing community that we have created. I can't wait to make it more real with virtual reality, actual meetups throughout the United States and the world showing off, flexing for that flex. Shout out to Gina Bombina with the fast fingers, banging on them. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in. So EGLD, we positioned ourselves here at 240 and it's now at 324, as you can see, as patrons. And then we have ourselves ready to go all the way up 162% to $620. EGLD about to make a massive move to the upside and bang on them. So EGLD looking absolutely beautiful. I like what I'm seeing here for EGLD. And if it goes to $600, I will be a cloud in the sky, happy as a clam, because that will be about a 30x for me from where I entered it. And a 30x ain't bad, I'll tell you that. Anything above a 20x gets me going. 10x is cool. 15x is actually, I guess, no, yeah, because I have to realize a 16x doesn't really get me going anymore. Like, I 16x'd on Phantom, and I was kind of just like, could have done better, like not there yet. It was crazy, right? This is how crazy this game is. Like, 16 bagger, 1600%, and you're not happy. You tell someone that in the stock market, they'll be like, if they did that once in 10 years, they'd cream on their pants. Excuse me, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I'm saying? Anyway, Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. I said it. I shouldn't have done it. I did it. It's a beautiful channel. And I mean, they'll drop their ice cream. They'll be eating ice cream, and they'll just drop their ice cream all over their pants. It's just like, oh my God, I dropped ice cream on my pants. That's what I'm saying. So if you were thinking anything different, then you are the problem. It wasn't me. It was you. You ever watch that? Listen to that song? It Wasn't Me by Shaggy? It wasn't me. All right, now we are getting high on that 3-day chart. Doesn't mean anything and everything. We can still get through the daily. The daily can wiggle its way through. You know, we are getting high on the daily for EGLD as well. Maybe some profit taking in the temporary time, but I don't know. The 21-day moving average is still riding. As long as we're not far away from the 21, I'm with the trade, you know. So I like EGLD. The measured move is just simply the length of this pole to that pole inside of a cup and handle. So the cup and handle suggests a 68% chance of a break to the upside, and that's the measured move, right? I do hold a bag of EGLD. I've been holding since $20, right? But that's neither here nor there, really. That's EGLD's kind of chart. It will be that way whether I was dead or alive. EGLD. Okay, hey, Lifer, can you do some TA on NAKA? Thanks. Please check Solve on KuCoin. Shout out to Little Schmitty in the game. Shout out to Bullish Little Schmitty. One of the best lifers I've ever met. Love you, Little Schmitty, with all my heart. You're amazing. Appreciate you. Cirrus, yeah, Cirrus is hot too. Sombra, Super Chats, Hedge, Shiba, and Sombra. And we got through EGLD. Let's take a look at Hedge, which I'm not sure what it is. Hedge T. And we got to go to the drawing board here on FTX Exchange, possibly. USD Tether there at Hedge T. I'm going to take a look at it on CoinMarketCap and just get some more info before I dabble into the wrong thing. This is also learning right now, just watching how I'm getting around, like figuring out what's going on. I mean, there's hedge trade, there's hedge finance. Seems to be a few different things. I think you're asking about hedge finance. No market cap. Tiny just came out. Nobody knows about, up 261% already. I think you're kind of looking at it like, are you extended? Hedge token. It's got a $10.8 million market cap. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Wow, look at the blast off. Is this what we're talking about? Not sure. Super Chats. UBT, Hedge, Shiba, Sombra, NAKA, and Solve. Thank you so much, Kevin Tam. Thank you so much, Regina. And Kevin, I appreciate that. Whenever, double up on those as many times as you can. It just helps me stay up to date because it keeps moving and then I'll lose them again. And that keeps the show moving, keeps me going. It keeps my energy up when the information's quick to me. So you're actually helping the show move really, really fast and at the speed of light. So thank you so much to my mods helping me out, jumping on in every single day. Shout out to Kevin Tam. Shout out to Gina. Shout out to everyone that shows up every single day for the Crypto Lifer. I really greatly appreciate it. Can't wait to meet you all in person and give you a big old Crypto Lifer bear hug. I'm a hugger, so get ready. I'm a big hugger, so give you a big old hug. You know, pull you in, pull you right in there. This thing is booming to the upside. I don't know. It looks kind of like, you never know. Small market cap, a little shady. Looking sharp, Sam. Can you look at cake if you have time? Thanks. Shout out to Rodney, my buddy, man. It's been a while, my friend. Shout out to my buddy Rodney, bro. Hope the business is going well. Hope the family is doing well. Hope everything's all right out there across the pond. Appreciate each and every one of you guys, and appreciate you too for the 1033 pound, man. Nailing on pound. I still got my cake bag, I still got a little bag of cake, man. I still got my bag of cake, man. You know, little bag of cake pumping there. I hope you do too, man. Rodney with the 149 piece of cake, man. Shout out to Rodney up at the spot. Appreciate you, my friend. Thank you for filling my jar. Trying to find the jar. Oh, there it is. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live stream and being a part of the amazing journey of the Crypto Lifer. So corny. You gotta love it though, right? I hope I got the right heads. I'm moving forward. If I didn't, let us know. We'll try to clean it up later. Let's take a look at SHIB. I didn't know what to say about it. It's too risky reward. The brand new coin just didn't seem like it would stop pumping. I really couldn't see, you know. So SHIB, look, bouncing again off the 618, double bottoming now off of the 618 Fibonacci level. Watching it very, very closely. Again, hidden bullish divergence. Swing down to swing down. Swing up to swing up. Tells us that the trend should continue to the upside. It's at times when the logic mind says, no way, this is dumping, it's over. But the hidden bullish will come in and say, oh, no, 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 no. And the daily will also be very oversold. Very oversold. And look, the last 3 times, look, 1, pump, 2, pump, 3, pump. Bigger than the last 2 pumps. On its way to form a parabola. Base 1, base 2, base 3, 4, 5, and the blow off top. For SHIB Inu. So SHIB looking beautiful to me. Holding the 5-4, 5400 region pretty nicely. And bouncing off the 618. Extremely oversold on the daily time frame. The 4-hour is giving us a little trouble. Come up, come down. It says we could pop, oscillate. That's fine. I'm looking at the bigger time frames. Letting it roll. The more bullish this market gets, the bigger the time frames I will use. Remember that. That's trading cycle. Learning how to change your trading style depending on the trading cycle. That's another thing you need to learn when it comes to technical analysis. It's not just the TA. It's about having to switch your stance depending on what's happening around you in the market. These are things that you'll get good at as you move forward in life. If you really take trading seriously, these are things you'll become to get skilled at. For instance, in a horrible bear market, I'll be scalping on the 7-minute, on the 15-minute. I'll be in the market less because it's more volatile. It's very similar to going out on your boat. If there's tons of choppy water, you want to be in and be out. You don't want to be in there all day getting sloshed around. But if it's smooth sailing, it's nice, you'll be out there for 5-6 hours doing your thing, loving it. So the more nice and bullish it is and things are smooth sailing, the bigger the time frames I use and the more I want to be in the trade, the more I want my money to be inside the market. The shadier the market, up and down, the less I want my money to be in the market. So the smaller time frames I'm going to use. It all makes perfect sense if you logically break it down and see it in these little sections. I have ADHD, hyperactive disorder. I'm all over the place. Unless I slow down and put things in nice, complete packages. That's why I'm a good teacher, because I was able to teach myself and I'm the craziest student you've ever met. So if I could harness the horse in me, the stallion in me, the wild person in me, then I truly believe I could help anybody on their journey and I could teach anybody technical analysis. So I believe I was the hardest person to teach, and I did it through how I did it. So I found systematically calm, organized ways to teach technical analysis, and it's working. People respond. They say, they've watched years of YouTube, and then they watch me for a few weeks, and it starts to click. Or they take a beginner's course, and then they watch me and they start making their own trades. They start figuring out, they start drawing their own pennants, their own things, own cup and handles. Things start clicking for them faster than they ever thought. And I'm telling you, it takes the right teacher. It takes the right teacher. You can be with you could have a golf teacher. You could be horrible, and then one guy comes along the way, and just the way he taught it, the way he suggested you would swing, or, move your body, or, it's your shoulder, man. Like, I see and something about the way he does it changes the whole system for you. The teacher is so important for the journey. I'm telling you right now. We all know that. We all went to school, most of us in America, throughout the world. We can think back. I have like 2 or 3 favorite teachers. The rest of them, I can barely remember their names because they were just like, eh. But then there's the one that stand out. Those were the teachers. Those were the people. Those were the ones. And I learned so much more from them than I did from the other ones. Why? Because they were great teachers. Because not everyone who is a teacher is a great teacher. And I'm not even calling myself a great teacher. I'm just saying those people were great teachers. Shout out to them. My physics teacher, Mr. Fernandez, if he's out there, wherever he is, man, amazing dude. My geometry teacher in 9th grade, Mrs. Wilson. Love that woman to death. What an amazing woman. And my 4th grade math teacher, Miss McIsaacs. I can remember these people. Amazing people, because they changed my life. They were great teachers. They stayed in my mind today on this live stream. They live on. They live on. When you're a great teacher, you live on. You live on, and I want to live on forever. Like, I want people to realize that you help others, and that is the greatest journey in life. That is the greatest journey in life, to help someone else on their journey. If you can get paid on your way, so be it. Amazing. If you can be successful while you do that, so be it. So beautiful could that be. So many people make money in many other ways. To have a successful business that grows by helping others, there's nothing better in this world. I would want nothing more for my life, and you all are helping me do it. Thank you so much. Like, there's no words that I could express to be appreciative of this channel, of each and every one of you, and of what's happening in my life. So thank you so much, and I'm going to stop the tears and the emotions. But I just want to say thank you, and there's just like, I'm trying to express it in so many ways, and there's just really no way I can. There's really no way I can. I'm just going to keep showing up and showing you that I do what I do. That's the best thing that I can do, really. That's all I can do. So SHIB, bouncing, double bottom out to 618. I like what I'm seeing for SHIB. Okay, and the technicals are playing out so far so good. SHIB is not dead. SHIB is not dead. SHIB is not dead. Centrifuge.io. We'll take a look at Centrifuge. Super Chats, UBX Hedge, Sombra. What is Sombra? Sombra. And we're going to turn that off and keep it moving. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in and sharing your most precious asset with me. We just got a super chat for something called Sombra, and I want to take a look at what it is. Here on this channel, we don't just stop and say, oh, well, no, we go through the deep dives. We go through it. We make it happen no matter what. 16% today alone on Sombra. No market cap, very small. I like to see that. I want to know they don't know nothing about it. I want to get a coin when it's so early. It's like you pulled it right out the dirt. It's like an onion right out the dirt, a potato right out the dirt. You're still wiping the dirt off that puppy. I want to find a coin like that, you know? So dirty, so deep, so diving, you know? It's like I want to be scuba diving underneath the coral reef. Okay, Sombra. Already got some cool NFTs going. Look at that. Some three-dimensional kind of spinning things. Some cool stuff here. NFT Marketplace. Interesting. 0.7, and it's for BNBs. Look, 0.7 BNB. That's pretty cool, that cat in the bubble. I got to hand it to him. That's pretty cool, that Lotus. $2,000, though? I don't know about that. $2,500 for this alert disappearing. Cascade. I'd love to take a shot on something like this and just see what happens. That one's pretty cool. For 3 BNB. I don't know about I want to pay 3 BNB. Ice cream in a shoe. Not bad. Not bad, but, I mean, you got to do better than that for me, personally. An ear of a mouse with a tail coming around the back end, freaking you out. That's pretty weird. Interesting. So here, I mean, this is Sombra. So we know what Sombra is now. We can see what it is, what it does. Let's take a look at that contract address and throw it into PooCoin and see what's happening. You can also go to Dex. I'm trying to clean it up today. I'm trying to give you guys the high posture Dex Guru. The wonderful, the amazing Dex Guru. Wasn't loading yesterday, even though I was trying to get it to load. It is a more mature, higher-end PooCoin. It's a place where you can go for PooCoins without being so dirty. Dex Guru, so to speak. SOMBRC. However, the charts sometimes don't load as well as PooCoin. And regrettably, I am forced to go back to the PooCoin site. As much as I do not want to. You gotta just get used to going to PooCoin. It is what it is. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here and calling yourself a crypto lifer. Thank you for being here and calling yourself a crypto lifer. You're with the crypto lifer right now. It really is. No, I'm here. I'm really here. It's me. Yeah, we're going to go over a bunch of coins and we're going to find out what's happening. We're going to find out where the tech is going, where the money's going and flowing, and reasons why, because we're going to research all the different fun things that happen with the Sombra network. So I didn't get to really read what it does. Home, social, main, ends. I mean, I see it just seems to be a NFT marketplace, right? That's so cute. I'm not too impressed by the NFTs. Some of them are cool. That's actually kind of cool. Kind of weird. Anyway, now I am impressed by some of them when I just said I wasn't. Pretty interesting, right? Keanu Reeves. I love Keanu, man. Definitely a huge fan of Keanu. I got Keanu Inu for that reason. So Sombra booming up to the upside, getting some gains too, with a $1.9 million market cap in an NFT marketplace. So a tiny coin, right? And get me what I'm wrong. This 1.9, is that really the market cap, or is that just the buying volume that day? And did they reset that? I need to know more. I always think it's the market cap, but it says burned. I mean, you know. Now, you would take the length of this pole and swing it up. That's where this thing wants to go when it breaks out of the falling wedge, which it did. A bit of an Adam and Eve double bottom as well. Let's talk about what an Adam and Eve double bottom is for the people that don't know. You get this Adam, which is a pointed bottom here, like so. Okay? But then you get a rounded Eve bottom. I guess it's the phallic Adam in the womb of Eve. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to keep it PG here. That's the idea here, though. The Adam and Eve double bottom. And once it breaks this level, it usually flies up about the entire length of the bowl from the middle to the top end here and will break this previous support zone or resistance zone here. So we're looking at that closely. SMBR. I mean, for a tiny coin with not a lot, not a big market cap, and to have a marketplace like it does, I mean, you could see this thing kind of soar. People start using it to buy all those wacky things we just looked at. A few things that interested me. Could SMBR take off? You never know. There's a lot of marketplaces out there, and there's a lot of competition. But we shall see. We shall see. All right. But thank you for putting SMBR on the radar, and it is in an Adam and Eve double bottom, and there is a possibility we could see this starting to move on up to about 5 cents, sitting down at about 2 cents and 2 cents and 8 tenths of a cent now at 286 or 257.6. So it's 2 cents and a half a penny. It's 2.5 pennies. Look for it to go to 5 cents if it can do it. You know, that's what I see. Anyways, that's a technical analysis, but we don't know. And anything is possible. High risk, high reward as well for SMBR. Let's take a look at NAKA, and Solve now. NAKA's on my radar, starting to move a little bit. We traded NAKA from 1 all the way to 7 beans. Insane. It kind of came back down to like 350. Nakamoto Games here on KuCoin. Now, we talked about it here in our entry for NAKA was sitting at 293. And we've been waiting. It's been a while. It's taken 2-3 days, really. Why? Look, I put it inside an inverted head and shoulder on the 4 hour. Look at this. Shoulder head, and I predicted this was a right shoulder, which it kind of was. Look at that. And we would eventually kind of flat, more shallow right shoulder. Bit of a cup with a handle, was it not? And I also pulled my Fibonacci, and we came right down to the 618, 786, 706, and we went to the golden pocket. We're sitting in the golden pocket like just 2 days ago. I kept mentioning this for NAKA. 4 hours starting to make a move to the upside. Also, the 4 hour did your move. So there you go. There was also a bit of hidden bullish divergence there too, as well for Nakamoto Games. Though daily, which you can barely use, is low. You can use like the 8 hour or the 6 hour. That's pointing to the upside. Nakamoto Games. $3.61 for Nakamoto, 20%. And there we have it. 200% gains coming out of NAKA. I see it going all the way up to $9.64. The last time we did this, target hit exactly on a fractal. Nailed it. So, will NAKA do it again? NAKA, knocking on the radar. Knocking on the door. NAKA, thank you for putting NAKA on the radar. Is it starting to make a bit of a move? NAKA. Look at that daily time frame. Look at that 1 hour. 1 hour is high. So what you do now is when I want to get into something hot and the 1 hour is high, I do my projection theory, where I begin to create the pattern before the pattern exists. I know that we have to touch the 21-day moving average. This is what I really teach. This is what we get down. This is the advanced class. This is what I show you. And then the dotted line here, when we hit that dotted line, bang, 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 alert hits. Hopefully we're near the bottom. I flip to the 15-minute, make sure the 15 minutes in my flavor. And if it is, I enter the trade ready to rock and sock 'em. And this is a beautiful strategy that I've been using to nail Bitcoin for the last 2-3 months straight, over and over and over again. Very accurate for me personally. You can watch the channel and see what happens here every single day on the live. But, write these things down, rechart them yourself, see how they play out. But, again, Nakamoto Games on my radar. I like what I'm seeing here. Thank you for the super chat, Nakamoto Games. Let's take a look at Solve, SOVE, USDE. Solve, one of those things just kind of on the low. We threw a little thing on there, forming that bowl. Just getting ready for that massive move. Oversold on the daily time frame. Just getting ready, right? Like people just waiting. It seems like almost every coin is worthy of a pump. I don't know why. It's up 4% today alone. If we go even smaller into the smaller idea, you'll see we have a bit of a cup and handle forming. With the falling wedge as your handle. And then we swing over here to the cup. I'm the fastest cup maker you've ever seen. Look at that. And then we take the measured move here, which is the bottom of the cup, and that gets you back up to the possible resistance point. It's always uncanny how it hits the exact target. It just works out. The math just plays out. And so this is the idea here. Solve. Breaking back out. What is solve? Is it important? Is it cool? Does it have a use case? Do we like it? So once I see the TA works out, I also want to know, like, is it worth me? Because what if you make a great entry that continues? You know, so if you're using the TA to your advantage, why not find out what the heck it is as well? Solve. And we may have gone over it before. I'll know it when I see it. Blockchain platform for digital health networks. Relationship management meets blockchain meets healthcare. Full stack platform. Blockchain-enabled healthcare platform that decentralized health networks. Application, business logic, data management, identity and access management, predictable performance, and cost effectiveness. Diabetes care, mental health, transportation, employee wellness, provider payments, and global teleconsultation. The care.wallet. Interesting. So Solve Care. Launch your own care network on the Solve Care platform. Multiple networks for multiple functions. Benefits network, clinical, financial. Pay providers for results accurately and on time. Administrate healthcare more efficiently and improve access to care. Has a pretty cool use case if they can figure out what they want to do. Solve Care is truly an innovator in the space. Let's take a look at what this man has to say or what their video is. I like to see what their marketing is and what they're doing. When did you first realize the power of blockchain and the potential it had in healthcare?
So it became very apparent to me quickly that to meet the quadruple aim, which is better care, lower cost, more satisfied providers and patients, that we had to change the administrative complexities and barriers that exist in getting healthcare financing to be in a place where people don't feel that it's a pain point. And so to try and get to the quadruple aim, we had to change the way the whole administration of payments and information flow is administered across.
I like his vibe, I'll be honest.
Through communication. And one of the best ways for us to free up time so that the patient and the physician can really talk to each other and communicate and influence each other is by taking away those processes that don't add value. So would you rather spend 5...
Yeah, there's too many processes right now and many chains of command that do not produce value, but they're still there. I see it all the time. I was very frustrated as a fast-moving mind. I'd get into an industry, I'd be going to work, I'd look at the company, and I'd be, this company is being run horribly, and I couldn't change it from the outside because I wasn't that high up in the company. Yet I had to do stupid, mundane tasks that were just not helping the company. That is hard. That's why I had to be my own CEO. I was like, I can't work for someone else when they don't run it right. If they ran it right, it would be a lot easier to work with them. But a lot of people just, it was my opinion, but I just thought there was more efficient ways to do things, and they weren't getting done that way. And so, solve. High risk, high reward, right? How do we know it's not going to keep dumping? We never know. So high risk, high reward. I'd like to see it break above this resistance point, get above 18 cents, show me some strong strength, and then solve could do some serious damage. Don't forget about EXRD on my radar. EXRD, Radix. Okay? Nobody knew about it. Now everybody knows about it. And it's starting to pump again. And we talked about it right there. Radix could possibly bump from 41, and it's starting to move at 48. So here's another idea on the channel that we put out there. Radix beginning to move. It's simple. The 4 hour was low, yet an inverted head and shoulder inside of a beautiful bull pennant. When you look at it inside the 1 hour, you can see what I'm looking at. And you'd be like, okay, I'm with it. I was projecting my theory, and that's why I project into the future. You never know. You got to actually have an idea before the next guy. Falling volume with falling price suggests that we will have a reversal, and that's what we were having to as well. I see a target up here for Radix going up to 90 cents. So Radix faster transactions per second than Solana. It says 10,000, like way faster. I mean, this thing could be serious. One of the bigger players in the game. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. EXRD moving to the upside. Bam. Okay. Moving forward. Girls, can you please check Anchor, CRLS? Okay, let's see. Super chats, Hedge, Sombra, Naka, Solve, and Cake. Let's get through Cake. And then I see a lot of more free super chats that came in here. Looking sharp, Sam. Can you look at Cake? Thank you, Rodney. Rodney, man, I miss you, man. You're my buddy, bro. Since day one, man. Before I even had, I think, 500 subs. Crypto Kid wants Blocktopia. Well, help you out, Crypto Kid. Thank you so much for jumping on into the live. Sanded Link, I seen there. Wayne Mustafa, just for being such an awesome dude. Cheers, Sambo. Love you, bro. Shout out to Wayne Mustafa for the $20 super chat. You're the man, dude. Cheering me up on a Thirsty Thursday. Thank you so much, Wayne. I appreciate that. Very, very nice of you. Chillin' Chameleon NFTs. I met Darren out here. I just met Darren out here. Shout out to Phoenix Soul, man. You're the man, dude. Phoenix, dude. I got the what is everything you sent me? Is this citron? I'm not sure, but it's a beautiful stone. You sent me this. I believe it's tiger eyes, or is it just more labradorite? And then you sent this pennant for my wife, which is beautiful, like a woman's labradorite pennant. And then I have the man's labradorite pennant on now. Shout out to Phoenix Soul. I don't know if you want to shout out the artist or where these were from. I would love to do that. It's a beautiful labradorite pennant here. But thank you so much, Phoenix Soul. I haven't seen you. I wanted to show you. Got to see those pieces finally came. We're watching your episodes while I've been working my hustle. My daughter and I sell them at waterfalls on the Maui. I already love my life. Crypto is the cherry on top. Shout out to my man, Phoenix Soul. That's what I'm saying. Once you're happy with your life, crypto is just the cherry on top. Life should be the number one. Can you check BPro out? Mainnet on Moon River is live. Oh, that's a good idea. Moon River and Mainnet for BPro. Super chat. Do you think anything good will happen with XRP? I mean, after their court case. I believe it. I hold XRP, so I'm in the long haul for holding XRP. Do you think the massive dump will repeat again like 2019 before a massive pump? You never know. Anything is possible. I go by the technical analysis. The weekly is high. There is some suggestion that there's going to be a massive bump. USTD dominance is showing signs of pumping. So there's some back-end signs that there could. So just be careful. Always have a stop loss. Take some profit. Be ready. You never know. Definitely have yourself a bit of, always take profit. Always have yourself in a sign of defense. Half in the offense, half in the defense. MetaMask DeFi for Beginners, Friday at 1 p.m. Sign up, booking appointee. Also, you can pay for the course with crypto by emailing cryptolifers@gmail. We have a MetaMask DeFi course, Friday at 1 p.m., where we break down how to use MetaMask, how to connect to multiple chains. The Harmony One chain. Do you know how to connect to Harmony One? Do you know how to connect to Phantom? Do you know how to do it fast and quick? Do you know how to update? Do you know how to change the nonce? Do you know how to update the speed? Do you know how to go into the advanced settings so you can change the gas? These are things that everyone should know about MetaMask, right? Do you send small amounts first just to make sure things happen, or are you going buck-nilly, throwing funds around, losing them? I want to teach you the safe and good practices in decentralized finance and how to use MetaMask, and that's a course tomorrow for 125. Jump on in that course tomorrow at 1 p.m. You will be absolutely blown away, and we'll show you so much. Boss, can you check out ETHZILLA? Okay, so I'm looking for the super chat search now. Now I rely on it. Let's take a look at Cake, Block, Centrifuge, BSwap, BSW. Okay, let's take a look at Cake and Block as EXRD starts to pump to the upside, making gains, baby, making gains. And look at my baby Cake. Is everything good up there, kids? Is everything good up there? Yeah. Okay. So when I take a look at Cake, 236 people watching on the live stream. Thank you for jumping on in. So look, Cake could boom all the way up here to $48. That's what I'm looking at inside this giant pennant. It's wedging on up, and it's getting ready for a massive move to the upside. Cake on Binance. I like what I'm seeing. Also, I went over this idea. Every time it broke a bigger trend, Cake would boom, and Cake is starting to make a big move. So I'm watching Cake closely. The daily will come on down, but it is forming a tight bull pennant. A tight bull pennant. My target for Cake is 48. You heard it here first, man. Cake to 48 from 18.95. That's what the technical analysis says. I've been holding Cake for almost a year now. It feels like Cake, baby, Cake. Let's take a look at the markets on KuCoin. Let's see what's cracking. Let's look at the markets here too on CoinMarketCap. What is cracking today? What's leading the pack? What's ahead? What's behind? Mina Protocol doing damage again. Banging on them. Mina up 22%. OMG banging on them. Kadena banging on them. We had a setup for OMG. We had a setup for Kadena. We had a setup for HNT. I'm not sure, but banging on them again up to 49. Horizon going up. Zen, Zcash. See, Shiba Inu. Near Protocol. Secret Network, right? We talked about Secret over and over again. Like LRC, we went over that as well. Live Peer, LPT, we've gone over. Interesting. All the hot coins we've channeled. We've tracked, we tracked Avalanche, Solana, STX, Axie Infinity, Mana, Dogecoin. Even have a setup for Doge. Even have a setup for EGLD. CHZ was one of our bigger gainers last week. Thorchain, Hedera Hashgraph, PancakeSwap. We just went over something. We cover the gambit here. We cover the top 100 coins. Then we cover the low nitty-gritty degen. We cover it all. MicroPets has been on my radar for a while too, and that's trending as well. The Nevada coin we went over yesterday. Couldn't believe that. Probably makes sense that it will continue to go up. It's right. Green Moon Zilla just continues to moon, leading the pack with these Zilla coins. Again, though, so we'll take a look at Mina, and I like to look at KuCoin itself and look at the markets because that's where you find out the new names, new gems, new coins. Like, what is this thing? You see what's popping. You're like, what is popping? So for the USDT pairs, what is the highest today? What is the lowest? So SHIB, USDC, Sol, ETH, XDC. So I love XDC. We went over it yesterday as well. Got a setup for that. We'll talk about that. Why do I like it? Payment. Connected to payment networks. KuCoin shares continuing to boom to the upside, just like BNB. Luna, also a beautiful coin. Link, TRX. And then I want to see some names I've never seen. Like CAP, KAPP. This AI is starting to do some damage too. It did AI up huge today, 29%. RMRK, we went over too. Let's look at the RMRK setup. So many things. Too many coins. We talked about this RMRK, and look, it boomed all the way up. Almost made 127% gains since we put it out. And we talked about it on October 31st. RMRK, banging on them. Banging on them. What a beautiful big candle right there. RMRK. And there you have it. That's the TA. That's how it plays out. No stop loss got hit in the making of this trade. Unbelievable. And unbelievable. And it took what? A couple weeks. You could take your ruler and see, okay, from entry, 12 days. That's how you double up. Then you move on to the next one. If you double up every 12 days, it'll take 120 days to make 10,000 into $1 million, right? So that's the math there. Doubling up every 12 days. Patience. Most people don't have the patience. They want to double up every day. They just want it so bad. That's pretty fast. What are you doing, baby? Right here. Why do you want the iPad? Why? You should tell me why you want an iPad. You're 8 years... To call mommy. You should have told me that. Is everything okay? All right. Mommy doesn't want you to bother her. That's why she left you with me. So booming, up 90% gains. Bang, bang, bang. And I love this coin. I went over it when it first came out. Had a huge upside. RMRK booming, banging on them. October 31st, Halloween. And there you have RMRK. More where that sauce came from for RMRK. And I like to add it to the wins column. And we hit so many wins, just keep hitting the wins. We found this coin when it first came out, started to track it, and then once it found some stability, right? That's what I do. I find when coins first come out, we start tracking them. We track them like a wild dog in the woods until we figure out what's happening. And then we get them cornered. We get them figured out. We find the measured moves. We look at the risk-reward ratio, and we nail it. It just is what it is. We get it done. No excuses. No excuses whatsoever. Shout out to Brian Rakic for the $2. Thank you so much for no days off. Thank you, man. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Just looking at my Google Drive real quick, getting the win sheet out so we can slap this onto the win sheet and keep stacking them. Keep stacking them. because you're only as good as your next day, man. No one cares about yesterday. And that's the pressure of being a trader, public trader, right? No one cares about yesterday. Nobody cares about yesterday. What's happening to Bitcoin today? What's going on today? But I mean, just if you're new to the channel, look at NBS for 155%, 60% overnight, 60% gains on GTZ, 80% on Key, CKB, Nervos for 47, Safe Haven for 100%, 97% on DSLA, 93% for KDA. Back when it was low, no one really knew. 90% gains, banging on them. 59%. Kadena for another 45. Keep tracking them. Paribus, PBX, which I want to talk about. NAKA, right? Perfect trade on Secret Network. Nailed it. Look, no stop loss, no stop loss, no stop loss, no stop loss. No stop loss got hit in the making of these trades. Z token up 118%. BLOK, which we're going to look at. Sand, bang, 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 bang. So I want to put RMRK on the radar there. And what happens is I have to eventually make a new win sheet. It gets filled with too many wins. Takes too long to scroll down. I'm like, all right, wins number 3. RMRK booming. And then I like to put a date here. Like today is November 11th. Oh, it's 11/11 today. Really? Is really? Wow. 11/11/21. Pretty cool. Special day in my eyes. CHILLIN Chameleon NFTs. I just met Darren out here. Phoenix Soul. Can you check out BPro on our main net? Where's my team with the super chats? There we go. Kevin Tam, right when I said that. So we hit UBT, we hit Hedge, we got BLOK and Centrifuge, BSwap, CHILLIN Chameleons, BPro, ETHZILLA, and TORUM. Okay, Vector Space on KuCoin tomorrow. VXV, ooh, Vector Space on KuCoin tomorrow. Blizz on Avalanche, booming. Okay. Aquarium Moon today, too. Wow. It's an Aquarian Moon today. Now I understand your intention. Sorry, Beebs. Leave it to the wrenches to summarize the super chats. Dude. Appreciate it, man. I thought you could say super chat if I wanted him to shed more light on a coin or token, Gina. Sorry, I got it wrong. About the Patreon, do we get buying or selling signals? That is not what the Patreon is for. It is not a buying and selling signal thing. If you want a signal thing, then you should go somewhere else. If you want to become a sustainable trader and become a different person and change your life, then I suggest you join the Patreon. If you want to join a signals group, then there's probably many of them out there. We'll teach you how to buy and sell. I will teach you how to learn how to trade for a living. You will learn technical analysis from the beginning. You will sit with a group of people that take technical analysis seriously, and you'll be with a lot of people that are successful people that want to change their lives. It's more about being around the right frequency, the right group of people, Luke. Jump on in, man. I'm telling you right now, if you like what you've been around the YouTube channel long enough, I know you like the vibe. So jump on into the Patreon, man. You will absolutely love it. You will learn so much. You will learn so much. All right? So many charts will come at you so fast, and you will see what's going down. I don't want to call anything a buy and sell signal because that's really not what I'm about. However, I know where the money is flowing in cryptocurrency. We go over the right batch of coins every single day to keep you educated in what's happening in crypto. So, like we're not over in left field while they're playing over in right. We're right on to the next trend. We are following the trends hard and then using TA onto the trend. So you will be up to speed with everything you need. We also have a weekly screen share every Wednesday where you should jump on into that and you can learn so much. So jump on into the weekly screen share. Jump on in to the Patreon. I'm telling you right now, it'll change your life. So Luke, I don't know what you're waiting for. So no, I actually look down on buying and sell signals. I laugh at things like that. I'm like, come on. So you want to be spoon-fed? You want to buy and sell exactly when someone tells you? That's never going to get you where you want to be in life. Never in life. I'm telling you right now. It's just not where I want to be. I was in a signals group and it just didn't do it. Parachains auctions are kicking off today at 11:11. Just a reminder to the peeps. Love you to the moon and back, my dude. Shout out to Jay to the D Trading for the $20 super chat. You're the man, dude. Thank you very much for the love. Let's take a look at BLOK, Centrifuge, BSwap, CHILLIN Chameleons, BPro, ETHZILLA, and TORUM. We did go over TORUM. RMRK banging on them to the upside. Another win on the sheet. Took only 12 days to double up. Look at the size of that candle for RMRK. Thank you so much. No, thank you. Okay. Block and centrifuge. One at a time, baby. That's how you chop down a tree. One at a time. Blocktopia. You don't chop the tree down all at once. So we were looking at this, double bottoming, getting a more of a red candle, hitting that 706 Fibonacci level, getting close to the stop, very close. We're hiding behind this Fibonacci, the 886, hoping we can hold. The daily's very oversold. We're getting extended. Even a dump right now, live, right there, there was a bit of a red movement there. So here we have this. And we're just getting tighter and tighter in the wedge for Blocktopia. It's a bullish pattern for sure. Let me clean it up there. It's a bullish pattern with a 68% chance of a break to the upside. We have retraced beautifully from a massive pump all the way back from the upside down, past the 618, past the golden pocket, into the 786, hitting the 7. And this is also actually hidden bullish too. But hitting the 786, going to the 886, which is really like the healthiest retracement after a massive parabolic pump like Blocktopia did. Back to 7 cents. Never thought I'd get the chance to get it back at 7 cents. Pretty funny. Falling volume and falling price suggests we will have a reversal. Extremely oversold in the 4 hour, pushing to the upside. You want to look at the daily time frame? If you have something, 8 hour really is all you get. 6 hour and 8 hour, they're extremely oversold. You also see hidden bullish divergence here as you have a swing down, tells you the trend will continue. It's a great project. People really like it. They're making big connections. I don't see how they just slow down out of nowhere after that little pop. I believe they have another leg to the upside. I got a 21 cent target for Blocktopia. So there you have it, Blocktopia. Banging on them. Going up to 21. All right. Hey, hi, Sueka. Enjoy your food. Hey, can you say hi, Sueka? Enjoy your food. Hi, Sulieka, right? Suleka. Hi, Suleka. Enjoy your food. Hope you're having a good day out there. Enjoy your food, Suleka. Hope you're loving that food that you're eating. I don't know what you're eating, but I hope you're loving it. Yeah. Deep dive on centrifuge. Let's take a look at centrifuge. I will go. I'm going now. Centrifuge. Centrifuge. Excuse my language. How dare I? Centrifuge. Centrifuge 181 here, down 5.2%. Market cap of 221. That's a scrumptious market cap. Could grow if it has a substantial project to $1 billion, to $2 billion. There's a 10x happening there. Centrifuge, the real world DeFi, unlocking liquidity for real world assets. Currently TVL, $38 million. Centrifuge bridges assets like invoices, real estate, and royalties to DeFi. Borrowers can finance their real estate world assets without banks or other intermediaries. Providing liquidity is open to everyone. Investors receive a return plus CFG rewards. We are the bridge that brings trillions from the real world to DeFi. About Centrifuge. Pretty interesting. Who's building Centrifuge? A beautiful group of people. Look at that. A big team. Put a face to the name. Centrifuge is unlocking economic opportunity for all. Let's see how they're...
Fascinated by technology from a very young age, and I always wanted to use technology to help people solve challenges. As
too.
crypto became a bigger and bigger ecosystem, I saw this tremendous chance that a financial system that we have today could be rebuilt. If you're a very large business, you have a team of professional bankers that help you navigate, negotiate, and talk to these large banks to get you the cheapest cost of capital, to get you the best offer you can. This is not something that is available to you if you're the small business that is like focused on building this company, focused on just serving their customers. Because they're much smaller, they can compete in our financial system today.
It's really important to be able to grow as a business, and it's actually quite a shame that most businesses don't have access to that. If you're not one of the big guys like Google or Zalando, it's quite difficult to get financing, and Centrifuge opens up that access, and it breaks down the barriers that traditional finance has for all of those people today.
Centrifuge is bringing real-world assets into DeFi.
Real-world assets are $1 trillion market. If you can literally imagine that anything in the world that is physical can be digitized, then the potential is incredible.
A car which is leased, a house, all these things can be real-world assets.
The challenge with bringing these real-world assets on chain is actually to figure out what they're worth. And so this is sort of where you have to begin.
Centrifuge, I think, is a gateway, an adapter between the real world and the decentralized crypto world.
He's the smart
So
dude
Tinlink
right there.
is the first step.
You can tell. There's always the weird nerd who can't really
It
talk.
allows
That's
these
the dude you
real-world
want.
assets
That's
to
the
be
guy you
put
need.
into a pool.
That
I
pool
gravitated
then
right to that guy.
actually
This guy's
is
the man.
open for investors. We are basically a marketplace.
It allows them to invest in lots of different types of assets, oftentimes much more.
They got a good team. Like, she can communicate well. They all communicate well. I can see how they each kind of have a part in the process. They all got onto the video. I like it. I'm starting to feel a good vibe for the Central team. You know, after sitting with the Nervos team too, I get a good vibe of what I'm looking for in a team, what I'm trying to feel, and I like this. This is interesting, and they are opening up a world. This is an interesting project. Can they get it done? Will they get shut down? You never know. 181, $221 million market cap, definitely on my radar, and I believe it's on KuCoin, right? So let's take a look at CFG on KuCoin and see where it stands. But the fundamentals look absolutely beautiful, right? You're not buying a KuCoin for sure. You're buying a pretty legit project that looks pretty awesome. So, look, we had Centrifuge here, and we banged on them for 122% gains. No stop loss got hit in the making of the trade. It got very, very close, but bang. Centrifuge did the retest and would bang on them. Might even got in on the retest right there, because that's your perfect retest right there for CFG. So CFG doing very, very big things, and we already kind of had a call on this, so let's put that out there. Bang, bang, bang. And see how it hit my exact target and then whipped back down? It's crazy because my targets are the measured moves. They're algorithmic measured moves. And the algorithms they probably find the same target. How did I get that? How did I figure out we were going to wick right to this area? Well, what I did is I took this from this to this. A slanted way. Then I put it up here, but made it a little straighter. See? Adjusted it a little bit. And that was the measured move, and bam, we whipped right to it a few times, actually. So there's Centrifuge for the win. Now we're going to look at it like a win is a win. That's fine. But let's delete it and see what's going on. Possible head and shoulder pattern right off the bat, which is a bearish pattern. What could be breaking to the downside. Just putting it out there. Doesn't mean it has to happen. Just putting it out there. Okay. Now we're going to kind of have this like so. And that's a beautiful an ascending triangle. Very, very bullish sign to me for Centrifuge. Great project, great team, starting to move. Extremely oversold on the bigger time frame. You can find like the 8 hour. How does the daily look? Daily needs to come down a little bit more, but wow, this thing is getting bullish to me for sure. Take a look at the 4 hour. Extremely oversold for Centrifuge, and it's at the bottom of the pennant. Amazing, CFG. There's so much opportunity in this market. You gotta focus though. Focus is needed. If you don't focus, there's no way you're going to be able to kill it. You got to focus. And I believe it's good. My group will teach you how to focus. And not everyone's going to be in the same coins. It just doesn't work, right? So everyone's going to, like, I might be in CFG, you might be in something else. And one might go up 120, one might go up 98, right? We all happy with the gains. We move on. CFG looks beautiful to me right now, though. Thank you for the awesome idea, right? And now you know what centrifuge is if you came to my channel. Like, so not only do you learn about charting and technical analysis, but we teach you about coins. Like, you come to this channel, you spend 2 hours, you end up learning so much about cryptocurrency. You leave with a gem almost every single day. You leave with a substantial project that has or you leave with a beginning project that no one really knows about, kind of at the rarity stage that you never know what could happen to it. So many different ideas swimming through the channel. Shout out to everyone that jumps in and out of the chat, because without you, this channel is nothing. So I appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you so much for what you do. CFG centrifuge on the radar. All right. Shout out to the crypto lifestyle. We're just messaging me right now. I just want to say I love you, bro. You're the man. You're the man, dude. Okay. Centrifuge. Let me keep it moving. Lifer, please. VXV Vector Scope AI. Oh, it sounds hot too. My dude, can you look at VChain and let us know what is yet to come? VChain, Super Chats, deep dive on Centrifuge, deep dive on BSwap, deep dive on CHILLIN, Chameleon NFT, BPro, ETHZILLA, TORUM, deep dive on Parachain, BTT, Ubix for Love Learning. Ubix for Love Learning. Hey Sam, another high vibration stream for the Lifer fam. Can you take a look at peek at UBX? Let's take a look at UBX for Love Learning. I am watching the kids, and I do got to take them to get some food at one point. So it's like, Ubix is looking absolutely beautiful in this cup and handle. I have a giant bag of it, so I'm pretty happy what I got. Wouldn't mind getting a little bit more. Ubix looking absolutely beautiful. Could be the next Phantom and do some serious damage. It has the tech behind it, and that's why I really like it. And the fundamentals, I mean, it's just waiting for a massive move. And if it can make it back up to the top here, there's a 6x waiting. So Ubix could do some serious damage. And yeah, we're looking at it very, very closely. It's still sitting in the sweet spot and extremely oversold in that 4 hour. So only a matter of time, in my humble opinion, for this cup and handle to blast off to the upside. But anything is possible. You never know, too. It could dump all the way to zero. You could lose it all. Anything is possible in cryptocurrency, right? You have to always remember, I risk what I'm willing to lose. And I never put more that makes me not able to sleep at night in any single trade again. And that's not financial advice. It's just what I do. This is a reality show about a trader. And I'm showing you my life. And whether I go down and smoke and, you know, we hit a high and we go all the way down and I lose it all, or do I win it all? And do we freaking nail it? And, you know, so far we've been doing all right. We'll keep it moving. But yeah, this is a reality show on a guy who put his all in cryptocurrency and see where the charts lay, see where the dice rolls. And so far, it's been a good decision. I went all in, and I didn't go all in with my money. I went all in with my energy, my time, the YouTube channel. I went all in with every single ounce of what I had, not just my money, right? And because we're not just money, we're energy, we're vibration. And the second you realize that you can produce money whenever you need by vibrating at a higher frequency. My dude, can you look at VChain and let us know what is yet to come? Super chats. We did hedge. Yep. BSwap. A super chat on BSwap. A little deep dive on BSwap. Isn't that BitBoy swap probably? BSwap? I'm guessing it's Bitcoin. BitBoys, but we'll see. I don't know. BSwap. The first DEX on BSC network with a 3-type referral system. BSwap. Oh, wait. I wanted to go back. I see the Altura. Oh, there it is right there. Altura trading competition. Prize pool. Nice. Trading volume prize pool of 3,000. Earn rewards on BSwap. Connect your wallet. Back. Oh, yeah, I'm going to trade so much Altura. Back and forth. Check your rank. Competition A. I never was like a fan of that. NFT farm, NFT staking. Nice pool. Home. It's been around a while, too. How many people are following it on their Telegram channel? 40,000. How many? 23,000. Not too bad. BSwap. It's got a $164 million market cap. 118. We'll take a look at the chat. BSwap. 178 million. See, that says 178. Well, pretty bullish idea here. There is a shoulder head and a shoulder possibly forming. But it's also a bit of a rising wedge here, see? With a 68% chance of a break to the downside. If it breaks out, though, it breaks out parabolically. So it's paraholic. And this thing can go up huge and just boom, 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 boom to the upside. So definitely looking at BSwap. It's on the radar. But I don't know if I personally don't like it. I don't think I'm going to be doing deep dives into it or jumping. I don't think I'm personally going to jump into it. I like it. It looks cool. It's interesting. For some reason, it just looks kind of run-of-the-mill. It's got first of its kind. It's got some cool stuff. I like the advertising on it. I'll give it that. Just looks like a pancake kind of ripoff with a few NFT kind of spin-offs and some cool stuff to it. I don't know. Certic. I'm not putting it down. Like, I'm not saying it. It looks like it's got some GameFi, and there could be more to it. And I'll have to do more of a deep dive. At first glance, I'm not like extremely impressed, but it's also not a rug pull. It looks pretty like a substantial project, but you never know it either. You never know. I don't know. But it is audited. 118 could do some damage. It's got a low market cap, and from where it stands, it could really, really grow. So, yeah, BSwap, interesting. Thank you for putting that on the radar. BSwap, deep dive on CHILLIN, CHAMELEONS, NFTs. CHILLIN Chameleon on the Twitter. Let's see what these things are here. CHILLIN Chameleon NFTs. Follow. I'll give them a follow. Let's see. Linktree. CHILLINChameleons.com. Minting available now for just 0.08. Phase 1. Mint. So they're pretty cheap. This is for someone who just wants to get into NFTs. 0.08 NFT. Maybe you sell for like a little more, a little less. I don't know. To me, if I'm not spending like $1,000 on an NFT, I'm kind of just like, really doesn't get my fancy. But I mean, they're cool. Their mission, their green paper, their roadmap. CHILLIN Chameleons is not just about unique art and community. Our mission goes beyond that. We're proud to be partnered with the Project 2 in order to fight the global plastic problem we are facing. The increase in plastic waste and inadequate disposal solutions is a problem, which is affecting our environment. I get it. So you buy an NFT, and you become part of the whole thing. Interesting. They're on OpenSea for 0.08 ETH, I guess. Floor price is 0.04. They're already down half from where they were, right? Only 1K owners, 43 items. 34 ETH was traded. That's like as much as a whole NFT on another. I don't know. To me, they're just like too low. They price too low for me to care about them. Sorry about it. Like, that's my opinion. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, they're just like, I don't know. Have fun. Maybe they go to 0.4 and you 10x, right? And you make $1,600 off of $400, right? I mean, that's, I don't know. I mean, that's 0.01. 0.1 if ETH is 4,500. 0.1 is 450. 0.1 is 45, right? So it's about $180 for one of these. Yeah, maybe you'll make some money. I don't know. You never know. But there's the chameleons. Okay, B-Pro, ETHZILLA, TORUM. ETHZILLA, where is ETHZILLA now? What's up with these Zilla coins, and why are they just like, what's up? I mean, the Japanese love Godzilla, right? But like ETHZILLA, you know? They just like slap Zilla on the end of any coin. And look, I love how it's on Binance Smart Chain. They were smart, though. They called it ETHZILLA, but they definitely didn't put it on Uniswap. Smart guys, smart guys. It's like BNB Zilla. on the Ethereum mainnet. You'd be like, why? Like, it's funny. It's only a $1.3 million market cap. Anything could happen in this thing. You're getting in at the very, very beginnings. High risk, high reward for stuff like this, though. And like, is there really a use case? Of course not. Like, even if they claim there is, like, there's even I can't believe they even have websites. ETHZILLA is here for the takeover while rewarding the holders with Ethereum. Hold ETHZILLA and earn ETH rewards. No need to farm, stake, or claim. I mean, I guess. Like, there's just too many of these, and you can run a smart contract and give people ETH. I mean, I'm not that impressed, all right? The super chat quality should be higher than this. I don't waste your money on these. I'm just saying, you know, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to start a joke. I'm also trying to make people laugh, but I also think people will agree with me. Like, get that trash out of here. And watch tomorrow. It goes to like a $50 million market cap and like 5X's. And I was like, dude, man, you slept on that ETHZILLA, bro. And I'm like, yeah, I did. All right. I'm cool with it, though. So, look, we're high on this. Wait for this to come on down. This could have another leg to the upside, right? You can kind of channel it this way. Just looking back at TORUM again. Could be making this pennant here. Readjust with a little bit of a sell-off there at 168. But it's holding levels pretty well. And look, a shoulder, head, and a shoulder possibly forming now. Look at this. We go to the four, yeah. If you like what I just did there, if you like how I'm pulling Fibonacci's, finding the 618, finding inverted head and shoulders, jump on into the beginner's course every Tuesday from 3 to 5:30. If the beginner's course is in your way, you have a weekday, you're in Japan, it doesn't work. We have one this Saturday in 2 days at 9 a.m. People have already jumped on into that. We're getting the class filled up. So jump on into the Saturday beginner technical analysis course where I break down all the charts I'm using, give you a 9-point checklist. You leave with a PowerPoint. And I break it down the first hour. I basically show you exactly what I do, nice and easy. And then the second hour, I bring it more advanced and show you how I'm using stochastics RSI with alerts and projecting patterns into the future. So if that makes you get excited, if that's something you want to do, spend 2 hours with the lifer this Saturday at 9 a.m., jump on in. And I'll be there waiting to teach you. Okay, TORUM, deep dive on dot parachains, UBX, VChain, BTT. Let's take a look at BTT, BitTorrent, right? On Binance. I always hold some BTT because it tends to rip during a bull market. It just tends to rip insane. So I always hold a little bit of BTT because it tends to do damage, okay? And look, we see we're having a bit of a bull pennant here that could definitely rip to the upside. I like what I'm seeing here for BTT. All right. And it's going to, on the 3-day, it needs to reset. So we'll watch that closely. Doesn't mean it can't pump on the daily, though, and make a flag. So that's what you're looking for. Daily's coming on down to BTT. But in every bull run, this thing is pumped very, well, not in every, but every time the market's pumped hard, this thing is pumped very, very hard. It's BitTorrent, right? Remember, that's everyone loves BitTorrent, and this is BTT, the BTT BitTorrent coin. So, it has a following. It's not the greatest coin. It's not, but it's in with the Tron system. If Tron moves, it'll move. So once Tron pumps, this always pumps behind it. BTT is kind of down on the wayside, but I believe that it will eventually pump, and I do hold a little bit. Not a lot, like a tiny bit, like a few $100, like just for, I guess for kicks, for any reason, Let's take a look at VChain. And I'm starting to wind down. I get the energy pump throughout it, and then I just start to, I can feel it. So there is the entry here at 12 cents, and VChain pumping to 16. I hold a fat bag of VChain. I bought at 2 cents, and I will never let it go. And not until I hit a substantial place, like up here. VChain going to 34 cents is the target, and that's only a 200% gain from the initial spot, but more from where it's at. And it's holding this level nicely. Watch when VChain breaks this level. I talked about that because, look, resistance, resistance, resistance. So we're watching that. It did break that level, came back for the retest, which I'm looking at, and it's on the way. So VChain. VChain to 34. Great project. Daily will be cooling off a little bit. Watch it go sideways. Once that daily comes on down here, it will be reset and ready for a massive move to the upside. VChain. to 34 cents is the measured move of the bullpen at 68% chance of that happening. I do hold a big old bag of V-Chain. What about Alluvium? Alluvium's a nice coin, beautiful coin. Everyone, I got to get out of here. So the Super Chat's got to commence because I'm running out for the day. I appreciate them. Just want to say I appreciate all the work you put in, and I'm learning slowly, but I'm on the way. Thank you so much. Love to you and your family. Shout out to Grace Ashley Harris. I see you in the charts. I see you putting in that work. It's one day at a time, Grace. Nothing happens overnight. Just keep chipping away, doing your thing. We're here for you, though, every step of the way. Shout out to Mike of the Mistake. What is good, big guy? Shout out to Mike the Mistake. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Join the Patreon, people. Calderonster, yeah, I think it's the same. I think it has potential to go to $10 a coin. But let's wait and see. I like Alluvium. Alluvium's a hot coin as well. If you have time, can you look into the website Boson Protocol? New partnership with ASICs, e-commerce, NFTs, looking to displace giants like Amazon. No, we love Boson Protocol. We talk about it all the time. And I definitely have a setup for it. I could probably dive right into it. Alluvium. We talked about it down here. You can see we were looking at Alluvium when it was $500, and it boomed all the way up to $1,000 and more. It has the smallest supply. I can see Alluvium going to $20,000, $10,000 a coin or more. And it actually went really high on the daily, flagged out, and is really just getting ready for some more, really. So Alluvium, it just has to touch the 21-day moving average and get started for more. Let's look at it here on the 4-hour, on the daily. Usually it will come back down to the 200-day moving average, but they could collide somewhere up in there. So let me shrink this on down and see what I see here for Alluvium. And there you have it, going back up and hitting $1,700. That's what I see for the measured move for Alluvium. There's my Alluvium idea here. Target 1734 and 1776. Boson Protocol. We'll take a look at Boson, and then I'm out of here for the day. Everyone, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for jumping on in. If you came to the show, know that I love you all. I appreciate each and every one of you, and you're already doing the right thing. At the end of every show, I say 1, 2, 3, crypto is life, and I wish I could go on for eternity and just do the show forever. But at one point, I have to leave, and I have to go. So, I love each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. I still have one more thing we're going to go over Boson Protocol before I take a leave. Boson. And I was going to get into the IDO, but I could not because U.S. citizens were not allowed, you know. Sad to say. But look at Boson. We had it in a cup and handle. Now it's forming another flag. Boson showing huge signs of a massive move to the upside. Boson Protocol. It's got 600% gains from the bottom. If we move this up to where we're at now, still sitting at 257% from where we're at 285. Boson Protocol looking absolutely sweet. Don't miss the ride on Boson Protocol. This thing is looking great, and it's very close to price discovery. Once it breaks these two lines, it gaps up, and then boom. She gone, baby. She gone. So watch Boson closely. Thank you for putting Boson on the radar. And we're out of here for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. 1, 2, 3. Crypto is life. I'll see you tomorrow. 10 a.m. Ready to rock. Peace.